Hi everyone, I'm working in my paper bag journal today. I've got some acrylic paints here, some cream, sand color, beige and a brown, dark brown. Mostly I want the lighter colors on the inside, some darker on the edges, but that's it. I'm just going to smear away the paint. I've put a masking tape here where the fold is, where the stitching of the paper is. It just helps paint all over. That's it. Otherwise, it really doesn't matter. My paints are a little bit thick, a little bit dry, so I just dipped right now my my brush into water. I took a little bit of the beige color and now I'm letting it mix in between the other colors. Just so I won't have one solid color all over. That's the only thing that is important to me right now. So I'm just smearing away so I can get some coverage for the page. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I do try to cover everything, especially the here where I have some blueprint from whatever was on the paper bag. Sometimes I like to keep it, sometimes I like whatever is printed on a bag to show through the layer, and sometimes I don't. So as you can see, I'm just adding a little bit of the beige, and because the paint is still wet, it blends better. Also, by adding water to my brush, things are just going easier in terms of blending and smearing. I only dipped my brush a little bit into the water. I wasn't looking to create a wash in terms that the paint will be translucent. I want the paint to be opaque. I just want it to move more freely on the page. Dipping into the brown. Not sure about it yet. If I don't like it, I can smear it. I can go over it. So maybe I'll just darken the edges later on with some ink pad. Doesn't have to be with acrylic paint. Mostly I'm just playing right now, trying to cover whatever is left and just playing with the paints, so I won't have one solid paint, as I said. So I'll have variation and interest. And I kept all my smearing to this kind of smearing from up to bottom, just because I wanted to create this kind of look. You don't have to, you can do whatever you like. Yeah, almost done. Yeah, okay, I like it. That's the background I wanted. I'll leave the dark brown. I'm not going to use it. Maybe later on, but I'm not using it here as I thought I would. So that's that, and now I want to add some, I need for this to dry before I add some visual texture, some interest to the background, so I'll be back. Okay, so this is dry, and I've picked this ginkgo leaf stamp to stamp all around. I've got Archival Ink Coffee ink pad, I've got Memento Olive Grove ink pad, and I'm just going to start inking and spreading it all over. Just start here, and I'm going about it randomly, spreading it around. And let's see, maybe here a little bit, sticking out from the edge. Good. Next, I'll just clean it. Okay. It doesn't need to be perfect, it's part of the background. Yeah. A little bit out here. Yeah, I like it. Yes. Okay. So that's the start, at least, of the background. I don't know if I will add something. I'm moving on to what I wanted to do on this page. I've got leftover pieces from all kinds of paper napkins that I thought maybe I can do something on this page, and lots of times what I like to do is take a leftover of paper napkins and glue them to a book page. So I'm going to just take away some book pages. And we'll see how it goes. Not sure yet. I just have a vague idea what I want to do, so bear with me. Okay, so I've got this butterfly. Let's bring in the paper napkin glue, which is just white glue diluted with water. I use 2/3 of glue to 1/3 water. Now flat soft brush for this. Don't skimp on the glue. I don't like to lay it straight on text, that's why it's like this. And now with the flat of the brush on top, from the inside towards the outside, with enough glue so it will glide and not drag the paper napkin. So I already got one. Let's take another piece that I've got left, like this one. Again, lots of glue, don't skimp. Putting down the paper napkin, and from the inside towards the outside with the flat of the brush, like so. Now of course all this will need to dry completely before I'm doing anything. Let's see, I've got another thing that I want to use. I've got, well, I have fourth, yeah, I think one. I only used 1/4, so I've got, it's not really a scrap, but I still want to use this, and I'll just take a small brush and go like this to take it out. I think this will need to go on a bigger book page, so I want to cut it to a circle later on, so I think I'll bring a dictionary page. Or encyclopedia page or whatever, just a larger piece of book paper. It really doesn't matter. It can be even on a map. Just, yeah, here we go. I'm going to put this one here. So again, the same thing. Not sure which pieces I'm going to use. Right now I'm putting down some and hoping to create something that I can use on the page, because I don't have a concrete idea of where it's going. Just a vague idea what I want to accomplish on the page. So here I've got another one, and let's see, I've got this butterfly. Let's see if I can fit it on this page. Almost. So another dictionary page. Or something else. Let's see if I've got something else, just so it would be interesting. No. I've got all kinds of books that I saved from a recycling bin, so they are going into art, and instead of being an egg carton. Yep, here we go. Not sure I will use everything here. If not, it will be for another project. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So all this needs to dry before I continue. I'll be back. Okay, so everything dried, and the only thing I've done is just drew a circle around my images with this kind of stuff, or with my circle templates, and cut them out. That's it. That's what I've done up till now, and I'm not completely sure about the placement. Before I'm gluing them, deciding on the final position on the page, I want to darken the edges of each circle and also of my page. I'm taking this makeup sponge with the archival ink coffee ink pad, and I'm just gonna go around like so. I'm almost thinking, let's put it a little bit to the side, that at least on those with this kind of very light background, maybe go inside lightly, just to make it a little bit more vintagey. Not sure yet. Right now I'm going around the edges. I'm not subtle about it. I'm going towards the inside. It's not just the edges. When I've got less on my sponge, I'm going on the inside and adding a little bit more color. So now it looks a little bit more vintagey. And maybe, just maybe, I need to go with, let's see, I've got a walnut stain, a distressed ink. Maybe the edges should be a little bit darker. Yeah, don't know how much of it you can see, but it's here, it's there, it's everywhere. I hope it makes some sense. So this is one. Let's do this one. Again, going around the edge. Yeah, and now I'm just getting in a little bit to give it a little hint of the brown, so it won't be, first of all, so it won't be so pink, because I don't like this pink. This pink is quite nice. The rest needs to be addressed. Yeah, now I like it better. So that's what I'm going to do. This one I will probably need to go around with the darker color because it's already quite dark. Don't know, again, I'm not sure how it will stand out. I'm trying to darken the edges. If not, I can always go in with some either a watercolor pencils or with watercolors, or even black. I think it's all good. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do to all the pieces, and then we'll see how the placement goes on the page. I'll be back. Okay, so finally finished. It took me a while to go around all the pieces and more time to figure out where I want each circle. So I just glued them in place, and the only thing I've done else is, as I said, I went over the edges again with an ink pad and a brush, and just to darken the edges and kind of frame the page. But that's that. I haven't done anything else. I really like it, and how little pieces of paper napkin can create something else, like small tokens on a page. So I will probably start to glue more little pieces of that I have of paper napkins to book pages. And that's that. So I hope you like it. I hope you'll try your hand at doing something similar. For those who don't know, there is a Facebook group that's called Noit Art. Share, inspire, support. So there is a link in the description box to the Facebook group. And we only share things that we do and support each other, and it's a great community if you want to join. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.